Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Keith. If you're new here, this is 3-Day RV, and we do product testing for some things related to or around RV camping and travel. And this week we have something that's right on the edge of that, and it's cellular internet. Some of the snowbirds that are out there in RVs that travel around the country, they get docked in someplace down south for the winter. This is a solution you may want to consider. So I have a very short video here. I'm going to tell you 5 things I like about this and maybe one thing that I don't really like, because it was difficult finding anything that was terrible about this system. It works very good. So I'm going to tell you about the router. It's made by a company called Peplink, and this one is optimized in partnership with another company called Waveform. Waveform has been making cellular antenna testing equipment and antennas for a number of years, and that's what I have on the workshop. I have a Waveform MIMO Quad Pro 4 antenna, and I have that antenna. It's directional. I have it aimed right at a tower, so we get very good internet speeds from our T-Mobile home system that we have. But this one is quite a bit different. This Waveform router, you could consider this to be, and I'm going to explain it the best way I know how, this is a professional grade IT powerhouse. This is a router that's built not just for a casual person that watches Netflix. This is one of the, if you compare this to the automotive industry, this would be a high performance system here. And along with that, it does carry a slightly higher price because it is top quality, top notch, secure equipment. And a few of the things you'd want to know about is what I'm going to give 5 categories. So I'm going to have 5 categories to tell you what I think about this particular setup. The first one is ease of use. How hard is it for somebody that's maybe not an expert in IT stuff to get this up and running? Category 2 is reliability. Category 3 is going to be performance. How does it run? Does it handle everything in the house? Number 4 is a very important one, and arguably I struggled with this one. I could move number 4 up to number 2, but number 4 is customer service. We all know what that's like when you got a problem with something and you're on the phone for 15 or 20 minutes before you get to a person. Number 5 is affordability. So I'm just going to make this real short and go down through each one of these. So let's start right off with the first one, ease of use. So how do I like this router for ease of use? When it comes in a nice cardboard box, everything is wrapped up and bundled as it should be. You plug in your power, you screw your antennas on, and it comes pre-configured. On the back side, it's going to have your network name, and it's going to have your passwords. You can call tech support and have those customized for you. I use the default one for this test. Works just fine. So literally, you plug this thing in when you got the antennas on. About 4 minutes, you'll see everything flashing. You can hop on the network, pull a speed test, and it's up and running, okay? So that gets a 5-star because it doesn't get any easier than that. It's literally pre-configured, plug and play. Number 2, reliability. So we used this router on our spring break trip where we went from Michigan to Alabama, over to Louisiana, then into Mississippi, and over to Galveston, Texas, then back up to Little Rock, Arkansas, and then finally back home. And it worked every place we went. We had 5G everywhere we were. I was really surprised. We were camping on the beach for a couple of days, Bolivar Peninsula, which is really close to Galveston, Texas. And I was amazed that we had such a good signal there. So apparently they got some really good towers that way. So reliability is definitely a 5-star. Performance also is going to be a 5-star because, as I mentioned, every place I've tried this thing, it's been solid. It's never glitched the TV screen. I've never had a problem connecting with it. I log in and it's on. So, I mean, I could talk for an hour, but it would be very boring. It works great. To even try the reliability a step further, when we got home, I plugged this into the house. We loaded it up with the 2 TVs, the 16 devices, 0 glitches. And I wanted to test the speed, so we got a hold of tech support, and we connected to the back of this setup here, to the back of these ports right here. You got something called WAN 1 and 2, and this has a 5G card built in it. But I plugged my Starlink into this side, and I plugged my Verizon home internet to this side. And I got a hold of tech support, and I said, hey, let's try that speed fusion thing that the Peplink routers are known for. and it's called bonding when you talk to the Waveform folks. And through these ports, we put that internet, all three of them together, and you couldn't bog anything down then. I mean, I tried uploading big files to from my PC here to a server at work through the VPN. Everything worked as it should. So 5-star for performance. It's definitely a V8. You know what I mean? It's very solid. Some of the speeds that we've seen, I've seen a peak. The highest speed I've seen is 656 megabytes per second down with 85 up, and that's on the 5G band. So I'm old school. I like to have my 2.4 and my 5G band separated on the Wi-Fi side. It also has a 6G side, and I don't have any devices that work on that yet. So very solid for the actual performance rating. Here's a tough one for you. The next one's customer service. And I, like I said, I should move this up on the list. When you call this place, you speak to a human being. You don't go through 15 minutes of prompts to get to a human being. So thumbs up. That's a 5+ in my category because you're actually speaking to a person, and they speak English and they know how to work on this product because they are subject matter experts. Affordability. Here's where I dropped the scoring down a little bit, and you'll understand why. This thing runs, from what I looked on the internet, this thing runs about 165 a month for this really good service. And there's different plans you can pick. And maybe you don't need the business class. Maybe you don't need the bonding service where you have what's called I believe it's called cold failover. Did I mark that down on my notes? Yeah, there are two types of service. There's cold failover and then there's bonding. So if you get the bonding, and you get their high speed service, it's 165 a month. It'll come down from there. You can pick different ones. The cold failover, what that means is if I have Starlink plugged into this and I'm running on whatever the network card, and by the way, they don't tell you what the network card has for service. But a little tip, when you do a speed test, it'll usually kind of reference what system you're on. So if I have the Starlink plugged into this and for whatever reason the tower goes down, if I'm in the cold failover mode, you're going to see 1 second to 10 seconds before your internet picks back up. So if you're doing something that's not really all that important, no big deal. But if you're online with your boss in a Teams meeting or a Google Meet, or if you're connected to a server or you're downloading a file, that's not the system you'd want to pick. You'd want to have the bonding. The bonding system can take 2, 3, or 4 incoming networks, bond it together, and if one of them was to die, you could literally unplug the Starlink and you wouldn't miss anything. Or if for whatever reason the connection this has to the server conks out on you, it's going to go to the next one and the next one. It's a bonded server. Everybody is contributing to the signal in and out. That's what the bonding is for. So that's a good thing about getting it bonded with the tech support system. They know what they're doing, and it's over my head. Those guys took care of it. I think it took about 3 minutes for them to make that connection for me. So I need to show you the connections, what it looks like. I mounted mine on the wall, but you can set it flat on the table if you choose. The white 4 leads you see on the left, that's the outdoor antenna. That's the Mimo Quad Pro 4. The green network cable, that goes to my house underground, to my gaming router inside. Gray cable is the Starlink, and the black cable is Verizon Home Internet that I borrowed and plugged into this. So you're able to take the two connections. You see the network cables on the right with the network card that's built into the waveform. And that's how they take those 3 signals and they wrap it all together in one package. So you'll have the best of all the signals. So I'll give you an example. If one has a really terrible upload speed and the other service does, it'll use the other service. It literally bundles it together. Think of it as a bunch of people rowing a boat. Everybody's contributing. But yeah, pretty good setup when you hook that all together. It is amazingly consistent. So this is the part of video where I tell you that this is a non-sponsored video. I didn't get paid to make this. I had no script. I just wanted to give an honest review of this product, and Waveform was kind enough to send this unit out. And at the time of this video being posted, the unit is boxed up and on the way back. So the only thing I ask of you guys
It's free. Please hit the like button. And if you like this kind of content that does with RVs, cellular internet that can be used off grid, please hit the subscribe button so it'll help me get to more people just like us. So we'll see you next week, and I appreciate your support. Thanks.